There he is.
Hello, man.
What's going on, man?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just missed you last night.
Yeah. What time did you take off?
10:15 or 10:45?
Really?
Yeah, I hadn't had anybody in here for like an hour and a half. Like, yeah, you probably won't be until midnight if you're planning on staying in Beckley. How's the room?
It's good.
How y'all doing?
Describe where we're going, Mike.
We're going to go to the kitchen where Penny was crying.
All right.
And the floor because she's knocked up by Robbie the Creep.
This is my buddy Mike. He works in the tavern here at the Mountain Lake Lodge. He's taking us back in the kitchen. This guy's a plethora of knowledge when it comes to dirty dancing. Now, how cool is this? Not everybody.
Now, there was a refrigerator right there where that hot box is, and that's where Neil had the refrigerator door open. He's asking Dave, she wants milk or brownies, left or right, putting her beets or cabbage roll for fruit salad. And in the original script, he asked her if she wanted ice cream. But our executive chef now, Mike Porterfield, was a sous chef at the time, and he jumped up and he yelled, "Cut." And the movie people were appalled, like, what the hell are you doing? And he pointed out the fact that you don't keep ice cream in a refrigerator if you want to have any consistency. So to quickly rewrite, and the line became sweet gherkins. But baby looks through the hole here, and down here on the floor is Penny crying. So whoever wants your picture taken, not that many people get to go in there.
I'll go in there real quick.
Now you gotta act like you're knocked up by Robbie, and you gotta.
I don't know if I can do that. Well, I might be able to.
Yeah, do it to him.
Knocked up by Robbie?
Yeah, you're knocked up.
Oh, you've been selling it.
There you
Wow. What is this?
It's a script. Are you kidding me? Yeah. It's just on front and back. What do you mean? Instead of like the big one I have, where it's only on one side, I ran out some copies, and I have it on front and back, so it's less paper.
Ah, dude.
Thank you. Can I get a picture?
Okay, how do I switch it to picture?
Oh,
it's on video.
You're on video. I need my glasses.
Marijuana's with you and have a beer with you. And everybody usually believes that Jennifer Grey was not a very pleasant person. That's why I summed that up. Her dad was Joel Grey, who was famous for his time. And he had worked with Patrick Swayze in New York. They offered the role of Mr. Schumacher to Joel Grey. And he was excited about the prospect of working with Patrick Swayze again, because everybody always enjoyed working with him. But then he found out his daughter was going to be in the movie, so he passed. And we'll just leave that at that. All the scenes that were set in the Virginia cottage were actually filmed in there. That's where baby goes and gets her dad when Penny's having the off day. So Lisa says she's going to sleep with Robbie, and baby says don't, it should be somebody special. And Lisa says, you know, wouldn't care if I slept with the whole army along the right side of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. What you care about is you're not daddy's favorite anymore. Listen to I talk. That's where baby's doing the puzzle with her dad. And Lisa's bemoaning the fact that it's raining. Oh, I'm sick of the rain. You're about to have a honeymoon in Niagara Falls. So you go to Acapulco. It'll be fine. Where's my beige iridescent lipstick? I know I had it in this drawer. Back to his notes in the margin. And she says, you make me sick. You stay away from me, from my sister. Have you fired? And she pours water down his codpiece. And then later, you'll notice the Schumachers are sitting right there. And then later, they're at a round table here. And Mr. Kelman's telling Neo he's going to have to teach him how to fire somebody because Vivian thought she saw Johnny steal Moe's while he was playing pinochle. But Johnny says he's in his room reading, but there are no books in Johnny's room. And so Baby has to come clean and confess and say, it could have been him, and I know it could have been him because I was with him all night. And so he gets fired for fraternizing with a guest, which is normally better than being fired for stealing, except baby was underage, which makes it just a little creepy. But then geographically, we're really close to West Virginia, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, find me on Google.
Anyways, I'll let you all go and stroll around there. The gift shop has got the green roof. They have a whole room that's got I Carry the Watermelon t-shirts and all that stuff, and I don't know if you found it already. Well, some people don't. They go in there because it's kind of off to the side. And they go in there and they don't say anything to the clerk, and then they leave. And I'd call them like, I can't believe you don't have any dirty dances stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's a whole room. They're like, there's another room? And they come back with 3 bags. My husband's going to kill me. But everybody needs an I Carry the Watermelon t-shirt.
Right? How have I made it this long without one? Thank you so much.
Okay. Tell me the story about you taking Patrick Swayze into town on your motorcycle.
There we go. Okay. They had drivers that gave them rides back and forth to Blacksburg because we couldn't keep them all here because we were open at the time.
Yeah.
There were about 300 people in the production, so they were taking several hotels in Blacksburg. Well, the drivers had all gone for the evening. He came back through the kitchen. We drank beer with him on many a night. And he came back, he was like, I need a ride. There were 2 of us here. We both had motorcycles. I was the only one that had 2 helmets. My cousin's very upset to this day about that. So, you know, he had his black leather jacket on. I said, I'll give you a ride. He hopped on the bike. He had a hold of the little bar in the back there, you know. As we headed out around the hotel, about 2 curves down the mountain, he was like this.
Now, where were you heading?
We were going to Blacksburg.
Okay.
To the Marriott.
And what was he needing?
That's where he was staying.
Oh,
at the
really?
time.
Oh, okay.
He stayed here some. He stayed there. It just depended on how many rooms we had available here. Because, like I say, we were open. We did have customers.
Okay.
And that's kind of the way that went. But I got him to Blacksburg. He got off the bike. He's like, "How? You know, tell everybody you gave me a ride." I said, "You can tell everybody you rode down this mountain with me." 'Cause I raced motorcycles for years. And you had to have a pretty strong conscience to get on the back of that bike.
Is that right? That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it was good. He's a really, really nice guy. Nickname was Buddy. That's what he wanted everybody to call him.
Yeah.
And he'd come back, and we only sold beer and wine at that time. There was no liquor up here against the law.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd come back and buy a 6-pack of beer, which was at $2 a beer. You know, that's pretty extravagant. $12 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I mean, here I am drinking Old Milwaukee, paying $3 a case. But he'd invite us out. At that time, this was a library, and he'd be out here. The lady that played Miranda Garrison, that played the Bungalow Bunny, she'd be out here. And we'd all sit out. He'd invite us out to drink beer with him. He'd come back and drink wine with my dishwasher. I mean, just you couldn't find a friendlier guy. He was really, really nice. Jerry Arbach, another really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
He ate dinner with the chef and the chef's wife and myself about every night he was here. Super nice guy. But that was about the extent of it. The rest of them, they were very, well, in particular Jennifer Gray, very standoffish. Didn't talk to anybody. She was dating Matthew Broderick at the time. They just finished Ferris Bueller's Day Off, so he was here.
Oh, wow.
And everything he touched, the bus girls took. We lost so much silverware and coffee cups and saucers, it wasn't funny. It was a lot of good stories. I'd say I remember a whole lot more about it, but it was a long time ago and I was a lot younger. And we were pretty crazy in those days.
So nobody thought that movie was going to do anything.
Quite frankly, they gave us all tickets to go see it at the Lyric, and yeah, I didn't think it would either. The chick flick, you know. But now it's, I mean, I've seen it go in the past 15, 16 years to just some sort of weird cult phenomena.
Yeah.
When we do these Dirty Dancing weekends, this place is packed.
Yeah.
I remember myself when it came out. Of course, at the time when it came out, I was living in Morganton, North Carolina, and I remember it coming out and everybody talking about it, and women in particular,
Okay.
going to the movie, sitting through the movie, coming out and buying another ticket to go back into the movie.
No, I don't doubt it.
And I thought, that's just the craziest thing in the world. How many times you got to see that movie?
905.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
here we go. Mike, how many times you seen that movie?
905.
And next week it'll be 926.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll get that many next week.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Anything else?
That's about the extent of the things that I usually tell people about.
Now, you left here for a little bit, didn't you?
I was gone for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Worked, ran a restaurant in Blacksburg, and then I was at Roanoke College for 5 years.
Okay.
Then I was back for 12, and then the outfit that operates it now, they got rid of all of us. They didn't need us old guys, wanted young people in here. And 2.5 years and 3 chefs later,
They wanted
came
you back. Well, yeah. When your food quality starts suffering. Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't understand this place. You know, this is here up on the top of the mountain in the middle of nowhere. People have been coming here for a long time.
Right.
You know, it's a place where you can come and bring, you can let your kids out, they can roam around here, and you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Where you can't do that in Disney World or anywhere else.
One thing I've learned about this place is that it's a beautiful place, and it's aside from the movie being shot here. I mean, obviously they shot the movie here because of the place. You know, it's first and foremost. But aside from that, I think that the staff here is just as important as the place itself, because everybody here is so friendly, and it makes you want to come back.
Well, that's part of the nature of the people around here. I mean, it's hard for us to get help, but for the most part, everybody that works here is from here.
Yeah.
You have some people from Blacksburg that go to school naturally from other places, but you know, everybody is for the most part from around here, and it's a good area.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on here. Very small. It's a large county, but a very small population, about 17,000. We got like 5 stoplights now, maybe.
Yeah.
And very little crime at all. So, nice area to be in, and beautiful. Every day riding to work, sometimes it's a challenge depending on the weather, but you can't ask for a better view.
Yeah, that's right. I love Blacksburg. I could live there easily.
Well, it's right there. There's a lot going on there for you. And a little bit further down the road to Roanoke, if you want to go to the Symphony or whatever. So we're not that far back, but we kind of like being back. I like living in the sticks. I grew up in the city. I hated it.
Yeah.
And I've lived here longer than I have anywhere.
Yeah.